With energy consumption on the KU campus reaching an all-time high, the university has taken steps to help it become sustainable.
KUJH-TV's Lexi Kohaki has been examining these efforts and joins us now from the newsroom with how there is more to going green than meets the eye.
Thanks, Sam. Well, going green is a trend that is rapidly growing on college campuses across the nation. Here at KU, students, faculty, and administrators are working hard to make our campus more sustainable, which I found out could take longer than we think, even with the full support of our student body.
Cooking experience until this, to be honest, so at first I had no idea what I was doing, but now I'm kind of learning.
Every Friday, Dina Hart arrives at Hillel, the Jewish student organization house on campus, and cooks enough food for over 100 students for their weekly Shabbat. Along with her contributions to Hillel, Hart and a few other students made a documentary on environmental issues, one that won her the first ever KU Sustainability Award.
People are realizing that, you know, the smaller things that we're doing in life are really having the largest effect on our environment and our world, and I think people are inspired to an extent to, you know, make those small changes and take those small steps to do, you know, to go green or to do things like that.
But what exactly does going green mean? Sure, we can throw our plastic into a recycling container, but nowadays there's more involved in the process. The Sustainability Center just opened its doors on campus this year and already has begun initiating projects to help make the campus more green. Jeff Severin, the Sustainability Center director, believes that the potential to become green is simply at our fingertips.
We're kind of in a unique position to serve in a leadership role in terms of not just on our campus, but, you know, showing the region what, you know, how we need to operate most sustainably.
Some of the projects that the center have adopted include installing solar panels on Wesco Hall, providing KU dining with food from local organic growers, and improving recycling and waste reduction on campus. The main goal of the Sustainability Center is to revamp GSP Residential Hall so that it meets with green certification standards. Some say that in the end, reducing energy will save costs, but the startup price to build most environmental projects could come with a hefty price tag. According to environmental finance reports, a green building could cost 17% more to construct than a regular building. And in order to install solar panels on Wesco Hall, the university would have to fork over $2.5 million. So how is KU going to pay for these sustainable projects? The student body and student senate have already answered their cry for help. In the 2007 student election, 90% of the student body voted in favor for a referendum to add a $1.50 fee onto their tuition for sustainable projects around campus.
So the money will be available for these projects. It goes to a pot. I mean, nobody in particular owns it. You have people that oversee it and people that will approve projects out of it. But for the most part, it's going to hopefully be there for student ideas to become reality.
The referendum states that 20% of KU's power supply will be conducted by renewable energy by the year 2020. It also added a $1.50 fee onto the student fees under tuition. But just getting a fee passed by the student body alone does not mean that it will go into effect.
It hasn't been approved by the Board of Regents. We have to, the Provost's office has asked us to put together a business plan for it, and so we're currently working on that.
So the big question now is, will the bill be passed?
It really shows that, yeah, there's, you know, strength behind it in the students, and I think the university needs to recognize that and also, you know, make that investment in our future.
So while we are waiting to see if the funding will come about to keep our campus sustainable, what we individually can do to help our campus is practice those 3 R's we learned in elementary school: reduce, recycle, and reuse. For KUJH TV News, I'm Lexi Kohaki.